Bonjour! If you know me, you know that I am interested in the fashion industry, especially the fashion month. And since Paris Fashion Week has finished last week, since I'm filming this, I wanted to come here and share my thoughts and opinions because I do have a lot of thoughts. And if you have any thoughts and opinions, I would love for you to share it with me because I love discussing it, and honestly, I have no one to discuss it with because no one really follows it as much as I do. Alright, basically I have quite a few thoughts and opinions, as I already said. I just put them on my phone here, especially while I was watching the live show on YouTube. I would like to start off with my biggest disappointment this fashion week, which pains me to say, and it's Isabel Marant, because Isabel Marant is my absolute #1 favorite brand ever. And if I could wear one brand for the rest of my life, it would be Isabel Marant. So this comes from a broken heart, honestly. Just kidding about that. So first of all, I would like to say that I was watching this collection live on their live stream, and as I was watching it, I thought to myself, this is their weakest collection yet. Because you know what works well with Isabel Marant? I would say full on rock and roll, but also bohemian. And this was giving me Zara. Ready to wear. I mean, yes, it is ready to wear, but this was giving me I can go to Zara and buy it right now, and I do not want that from Isabel Marant or any high-end fashion brand, you know. And okay, I do agree the collection was trying to emulate rock and roll, but it fell flat. It fell flat from these looks right here on the screen. As you can see, nothing particularly was outstanding or groundbreaking to me. Yes, it does not need to be groundbreaking for it to be good, but this was just terribly boring. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. Tell me you didn't see this last week in Zara. Why would I buy Isabel Marant's new collection when I can find it in a mall? Honestly, why would I? And this is just so sad to me because when I think of Isabel Marant, I think of Stevie Nicks, and I mean not full-on Stevie Nicks, but still, where is that playfulness, flowy skirts and dresses? Okay, I will give it to them, but this is a fall winter collection, and the last collection was beautiful. I saw it when I was in Paris during Paris Fashion Week. If you watch my vlog, you can see that I saw it. This compared to the last collection was just bleh. And just to finish it off, a disclaimer, I'm not saying this collection is bad because it's not bad. There were some interesting pieces like this one or this one, but overall it was disappointing. Okay, to stop the negativity, I want to talk about Chanel next, which one word to describe it would be whimsical. And I loved this collection, honestly. I do not get why Blasi gets so much hate online because this is such a big improvement for Chanel, and Chanel is finally playful, girly, but also elevated. Apparently, the idea came from an interview Coco gave to Le Figaro in the 50s, saying fashion is both a caterpillar and a butterfly. Be a caterpillar by day and butterfly by night. And I think that that collection emulates that perfectly, because if you can see from the beginning of the collection, it's very, I would say, muted, grounded, like a caterpillar. Then we have the middle section, which is a cocoon, almost a transformation, and then you have the renaissance, the birth of the butterfly. Then it just color, and I love color. I mean, I say it as I wear full on black, but I wrote here, yes, honestly he portrayed that exactly, with looks ranging from plain black jersey to full-on pastel, rainbow tweed and mesh. That is pretty much self-explanatory because you can obviously see it. Oh, one thing I did not like was the set. I think it felt bland compared to the collection, but I mean, who knows, maybe he just wanted the collection to shine. Oh, but I have a note. However, he does say, I was interested in the idea of building a dream. Okay, so I do kind of get the building block situation going on. I don't know, the previous set for Haute Couture was magnificent. Honestly, a dream. Wish I was there. So my favorite looks were obviously the pastel ones, the ones with tweed and mesh, and I think he did a phenomenal job on them, and it felt very, very Carl, and I feel like Carl would be very proud of Blasi. They resemble Carl's style. Oh, another thing that I did not particularly enjoy were those ultra low waistlines, just because I feel like they won't look good on average consumers. And I don't want to say they didn't look good on the models, because obviously everything will look good on the models, but yikes. I mean, it is still a cool concept. A bit inspired by Miu Miu, but I guess everyone inspires each other in this industry. Next is Chloé. Now this collection was right in my alley. This is what I want to see, and I love Chloé. I feel like it resembles me. I say again as I wear black. But honestly, anything bohemian 70s will catch my attention, and to me all of these looks could be straight from Almost Famous movie, which is my favorite movie. The general vibe I got was that I would wear this to a Led Zeppelin concert, and that says a lot. Oh, I think the collection is titled Devotion. Fits the collection perfectly because Chamena, the creative director, really knows how to dress a woman, and that is devotion. Next on the list is Stella McCartney, and the highlight of the whole runway is my dad is a rock star. Imagine being a designer, creating beautiful clothes, showing them in Paris, and your dad being Paul McCartney. Whose life is that? Honestly, whose life is that? If you can't already tell, it is the year of the horse, and Stella gave us a proper horse walk. I mean, look at this runway, guys. Before I start about the collection, I want to bring to notice one thing I really admire about Stella, and that is her love for animals and the usage of animal cruelty-free products. To sound like a hypocrite again because I have bags and shoes that are real leather, but oh, I have this quote. I try to remind people in the world of fashion that we don't have to kill animals and we can work with them. It was just full of horses, and horses are my favorite animals. I was a horse girl. So the collection itself ranges from ultra feminine, think long slip dresses, to boyish styles like polo shirts, jeans. Of course, my favorite look was the closing look. My dad is a rock star. I think I need that shirt. Next, I would like to talk about Saint Laurent. So Saint Laurent was all about power suits, and there were plenty of them. I mean, I'm not complaining because they are gorgeous. You can see, absolutely incredible. But in addition to these masculine pieces, there were also contrasts with lace and latex, but also tiny lace dresses and humongous faux fur coats. In the YSL fashion, makeup was smoky, bold, but also sleek. It was also paired with statement earrings we saw previous seasons. Also, one note that I have is that heels were so long, not tall but long, kind of unusual. Honestly, I can't really remember the last time they did bags. Correct me if I'm wrong. He described them as just wallets because a power woman has her phone, a credit card, and a photo of her children in it. That is just a YSL power woman. And my last thoughts and opinions go to Dior. Who won the whimsical contest? Was it Dior or Chanel? I honestly can't decide because Dior was just, it was shown in a greenhouse, Tuileries Gardens, with a charming little lily pond, and I felt that it just looked magical. The star of the show were definitely the shoes. Just look at these shoes right here. This came just straight from Fairy Tale. But as for clothes, I feel like they were more on a formal side. It looked more like couture rather than ready to wear, but there was plenty of thin silk, a lot of feathers, especially on this dress, which is my favorite dress. There was also the reoccurring peplum jacket. There was also some lace again, and even metallic. Honestly, one of the best collections this season. I'm so happy with what Jonathan is doing, and I can't wait for the cruise show. That would be it. Thank you for sticking with me, and if you completed this whole video, let's see. I'm still getting used to talking in front of the camera. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in my next one. Bye!